every day when I come to work, I know that not only what I do as a radiologist has an impact on a patient on the other side of the screen, but also have this large group of supporting staff, wonderful and most caring and supportive technologists and nurses to work with on a daily basis.
I mean, it's basically the best group of individuals that I've ever worked with. It's an amazing team. Everybody really cares for each other.
I like the sense of community here. You've had to have worked in a place where that didn't exist. Here, it seems like we're all focused on the same goal.
As a radiologist, you're patient-centric. You deal with patients on a daily basis, and you're the doctor's doctor. They come to you and ask your opinion and want to know what you think and what should happen next. If there's an imaging study that may help them, or does this imaging study they ordered answer the question?
I liked making other physicians' lives a little easier with my work.
You know, if you're having a bad day, you know the cavalry's coming at some point. They're not going to leave you out there alone. And if you have a good day, you know, there's work you can get on the global list and help everybody else out. So everybody just works as a cohesive unit. It's just a good team family approach.
Everyone's on the same page about our goals and working together well. We're on call with each other, and I just feel total support from all of the other members of the group. Also, being an interventional radiologist, you know, the group gives me the freedom to try and spend time on clinical things or other things that some groups might not be as happy to let me do.
Hampton Roads as an area to raise your family is fantastic for multiple reasons. For one, it's a big metropolis. There's plenty of millions of people that live around here. But in addition, it's surrounded by two rivers that are a mile wide, and I'm an hour from both being at the beach at the ocean and about an hour and a half from being in the mountains and going skiing. I'm an hour from Richmond, I'm less than 2 hours from Washington, D.C., and I'm within a 50-minute drive of 3 international airports. So I am in no way landlocked. I have access to the country and the world via those 3 airports, and it's an outstanding place to raise a family.
Education system is important. And private school is, you can go to any state and get a private school education and pay for it, of course, but it comes down to public school for us. That was our value as my wife and I. And the Hampton Roads area has a great public school system.
If you live in a larger area such as this, it won't take long to find something to do. Entertainment such as Busch Gardens, which has been voted the most beautiful theme park in the United States for multiple years on end, to the outdoor concert opportunities in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and Williamsburg, to the history of this region. Colonial Williamsburg, Yorktown National Battlefield, historic Jamestown. So from the history buff to the outdoor entertainment, to the museums, the Chrysler Museum of Art, the Ferguson Center for Performing Arts, which is just down the road. So you have a little bit of everything. So it doesn't take long for you to figure out what to do and to enjoy doing it, because it's all within a 45-minute drive.
Peninsula Radiology has supplied the radiology expertise to the healthcare system of Riverside for over 60 years. And we have an outstanding relationship with Riverside. From the technologists who we work with on a daily basis and are well-trained and well-regarded technologists, to our administrators, to all our referring providers who we have great relationships with, all the different service lines. We're on leadership committees, we're on hospital committees. We participate in all the training, the tumor boards. It's a really dynamic relationship with the hospital system. It's been a long-standing relationship, and it's a good relationship.
Competency is a really big deal in imaging and radiology, and as we, Riverside, have recruited high-end specialists in neurosurgery, oncology, general surgery, one of the things they ask us about is, what is your backup support systems? Do you have backup in imaging and the competency to support the work we do in our specialty? And there's a high degree of confidence in the PRA group. Our specialists, I want to say, will brag on the members, and they talk about, I work at Riverside because my partners in radiology are part of my team. And again, they know them. They're not a here this year, gone next year kind of group. And I say that because a lot of national groups staff hospitals now, and it's the physician of the year, physician of the day, and then they're gone, and that company maybe gets switched out. With the long multi-year relationship we've had with PRA, that's not an issue. So our specialists get comfortable too with the competency of the individual members, and they are subspecialized. So it's not a group of generalists, it's a group of subspecialists who also do generalist work.
We just hired a few folks, and one of those new hires mentioned something that was pointed, and that was, oh, you have people who retire here. And that's huge. You don't have the constant in and out. You don't have the constant flux. You have a level of consistency. You have kind of a three-tiered, as I put it. You have the old heads, which I'm becoming one. You have the medium heads, and you have the young guys. And you need all. You need all three for a successful business, for a successful practice. And that's what this group has. We have that whole, that three-tiered approach, and we have people that retire. So therefore, there must be something good about the location, something good about the administration that supports the radiology team, and then the group itself.
Fair and most fun folks to work for that I've ever worked for in any radiology practice or group. And I wouldn't want to work anyplace else, and I've been here for 17 years and I don't plan on going anyplace.